For a binary tree, we are familiar that nodes within that tree either have a left child, a right child, or no children at all, in which case when they have no children, we call them leaves. And in this question, we want to go to the deepest part of the tree, so as low as we can, that we've located the leaves that are the deepest ultimately, and we want to find out what the sum of those leaves are, the values at those nodes are. And so the way we're going to do this is first by saying, well, if not root, we have an empty tree, then we have no sum to take. We return 0. Now we need our sum to be started somewhere. Well, let's start with 0, right? We will do this iteratively. We will traverse this tree iteratively, and the way we'll do that is by using a queue data structure. And the reason we put this root inside of these two brackets in Python a list is we're going to pop off of that queue, iterate through all the nodes within this queue, or that list rather, and then we will determine if we're at the deepest part of the tree. And that's how this is going to look, is h equals q dot pop 0, because remember this is a queue, we take it off of the front, all right? And then we'll say no leaves equals no leaves equals 0, okay? And the reason we want to do that is by the time we get to the deepest part of the tree, we want to find out if there are no more children in those nodes. If there are no children in any of those nodes for that level, then we've determined where the deepest part of the tree is for those leaves that we want to take the sum of. We need a temporary array or list, okay, because we're going to append to it, and we'll say, okay, so for node in h, if node.left, no leaves equals 1. No leaves equals 1. Temp.append, node.left, and then we'll repeat this logic for the right side of the right side of the node. That is to say, if there's a right child, right? Now let's review what we're doing here. We're iterating through ultimately each level, and we're saying, okay, well, if there are leaves, then make no leaves equal to 1, because we need a trigger that says if no leaves after we've done all our traversing is still 0 for that level, return sum of node.val for node in h, because that's the level that we're on, and ultimately none of the nodes in that level have any children, so that's exactly what we want. However, if that doesn't pass, if temp, in other words there are items inside of the temp list, q.append temp. We run, accepted, submit, outstanding.